So one of the other things that I definitely want to share is that the way we perceive ourselves and our sense of self-worth and our own identity in the world is exactly how we think the universe or the world is going to end up viewing us as well. So what ends up happening is that a lot of us live in the whole victim consciousness, or in the whole space of, oh, I'm just a tiny speck in this whole world, etc., etc. And therefore our actions also become in line with those very things, right? So what I want you to explore today is, what is your identity in your own mind about yourself? Are you looking at yourself as a speck of insignificant dust, or are you looking at yourself as a child of the universe? And just answering that one question for yourself is something that's going to help you understand your journey and help you define for yourself where you want to go. Please also understand that we all have different measures of success. And in your life, your measure of success cannot be a social set of a checklist which you're saying, okay, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. Once you understand that your personal priorities and your personal definition of success has to only and only be defined by you and your level of fulfillment within that, you will start to make very different choices which align with your vision board, for example, or your life vision, for example. And that's something that I feel is extremely important. It is not important for you to have $1 billion in your bank account to have a large sense of self-worth. Maybe you measure your sense of self-worth by the amount of humility you can express, by the amount of sincerity you can exhibit in your work, by the kind of truth you can uphold in your daily life. And that's completely okay. But somewhere I feel like, because we have not defined what those priorities are or what those values are for ourselves, we end up losing track of what we think success means to us, and we end up feeling very defeated in the process. And I also feel like, in the whole scheme of things, it's very important to understand that everybody cannot become an Elon Musk and everybody cannot become a Steve Jobs, and it is stupid to aspire to be what they are. So your own aspiration should be what it is that you are wanting to achieve in your scheme of things. What is it that you hold dear? What is your essence? I think at the end of our life, there are a lot of spiritual traditions and wisdom traditions that say that just before we leave our body, the soul is trying to make its transit. Our entire life flashes in front of our very eyes. And when that happens, it's not like we'll have our entire life play out in front of us, but the moments where the essence of our life has gotten captured. So what is it that your essence is going to be in that one moment? That's an important question to ask. What are the things that you hold dear? So just imagine when that moment comes for you in your context, what would you want the essence of your life to be? And believe me, at that point, your awards, your recognition, your sense of your net worth, etc., is not going to be as important as how much you were able to make a meaningful contribution. And meaningful contribution does not have to mean making a contribution to 1 billion people. If you're just being able to make a meaningful contribution as a baker to someone who is your protege, or you're able to teach someone, or you're able to deliver the best cakes for them in their event, I mean, that in itself can be a very important contribution. But the point is, what is it that you're pouring in as your essence? That's the part that you want to pay more attention to, rather than looking at only the outcome and neglecting the process and the beauty of the process. So spend some time paying attention to this today, and you'll see that you'll have a lot of beautiful gems that come out of this exercise. It's one of my favorite things to do, and I'm sharing it all here with you so that you can have some great and grand takeaways from the same. Enjoy yourself while doing this, and I'll see you soon.